show some music composition, improvisations, one-sitting improvisations of music with some video, and those are mine. But first, the poetry. Ritchie Mehdi, I've known for years, probably 5 years now. An excellent, incredible writer, very precocious, has just finished, this isn't on here, I'm just doing it, has just finished a novel that has been 10 years in the making. Richard hails from Ohio, graduated high school in 2006, so you can figure out that this is one of the young prodigies here. This is the statement. Though he wishes to create beauty with the creative process, his artistic, poetic voice is often one of dissent. So I give you Ritchie Mehdi.
Thank you. I have two pieces to read, and yeah, this is the first one. I'll tell you the second one.
You want to turn it up.
Should I just hold it during that microphone? In an afternoon sunlight, a suspension like rock and white, yellow, white. Quiet, please. Keep reading.
Keep reading.
In an afternoon sunlight, a suspension like rock and white, yellow, white for the sick. Sunlight for patience. The disordered, the disorganized, lessening of the pragmatic day. There was water, a river or a highway in the back of their vision, gray, low, and with light. The effort to correct the tiny kill. Deranged antipodes point in alignment, fences spilled toward inner fences. Indoors is an alcove with clocks along the walls and wooden swans on the floor. But the lamps, lights constructed everywhere with the virility of kudzu. 2 jets of light from under the door, hard, thin, dark, or rusty metal doors. 2 fuzzy red egos of the Christmas lights. They worked, but we couldn't later at night lie down next to them. Perpendicular on left, trying not to catch our hair on fire, trying to delay it. And he would wash himself again in the tumors of the little months that fell away, 1,000 little tumors in the ground. We went out into the snow. The snow prayed each caller to a harsh place. We sought the ripe harness, inherent in the snow, where sermons of cold brush the hair back from the eyes and infiltrate the body through the eyes. The sun was a faint pressure on the back of the tongue. Things, all these things like bells, things warped like dreams and stricken with an illness too good for this world. Things bent like angels' defense posts. But all the doors closed held some kind of darkness behind them, like a child with dementia's stifling arms. Like children, like a child in darkness. The womb-like beds where the rough boys twin. Do Dima and Alex sleep here? Why? And they cannot answer except when they bundle it so clips, bundled in dark, long blue sleeves. And they drag the head of bed to wait out in the paved garden in the snow, sucking on a dark piece of time, a dark relief but whiter than the skull. And for an instant you think you have lost your face, spilled like salt. They drew a picture in it with his finger, white sand transformed into the asking if he liked the pattern of their footsteps made on the stone sidewalk. Very thin snow, random scraping marks, both ridged and not ridged. He assured them that he did. The first two as well. They had stricken him before he had asked. This infancy is the ingestion of motion, and there is a prince of noise in a snowball. Long islands of death like the fields, like tubes of line. Material, he is singing into death, leading a lobo voice like a swamp tightening in daylight. And the dark sod heat pressures men toward new shapes, minutiae. We sputter, adjusting our little depths, wearing like hats, closer, like lockets all clean. The marrow is the secret, the bone is cleanliness, interrogation. His legs were shaking, testimony. Consciousness tore his pale arms like grating, cauterized by sunlight. At the parapet of summer, throat caught, irrational. A streak of horn light whiter than night of no duration, no durability. The obedient, orange-photoed face, sun-sent with grayscale rope judge, head tilted upward, arms out and up. Officials are talking about building a bridge over a film projector. The world is a person resigned to evil. Every division leaves the mind, a thought sun fastened on the brain. That's the end of the first one.
Thanks, Lisa.
It sounded a little better, but it was whistling. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have one more poem.
Do you want the
mic holder?
I have some in the pocket. Oh, there. Well, I think it's easier if I'm holding it below me because then I can look down at the words and reading it. And that, yeah. Okay. Alex laid his head on the park bench near the edge and covered his cold ear with a cat. The sunshine trapped him in the calm, the black earth turned the side of the leaves mixed with it. The world covered partly a beautiful death. The world was like a child clinging to the skirts of its death. He could see the child and the gulf fabric around it, but he was not able to see the face of death, though its soft hand would nearly lift him when it touched his nothingness. Death continually drew the nothingness out of his hand. Until he killed himself, he was not allowed to be completely drawn out into the firmament and raptures of the world. To come to death, like the phrase to come to Christ, in the same harness, the soft, the vital space. We are children of death. Suicide is the shape the pouring takes when one scales toward its vessel. The dark, the mother vessel, the home in nothingness where no body is relevant. Alex's feet made tired, fogged noises on the grass. Tiredness made his footsteps fall with his full weight so that a hip jarred every time he made contact with the ground. The earth here was knoll and humps. The jolt of each of his hips in turn made him like a loping animal lying in his cage. He had seen lions do this, their pelvic bones visible in triangles with slightly rounded edges. There was faded gold yellow in the mud of earth, and beige white like saws in the blue-black green of the grass. At the park, the swing twisted when he kicked his legs, lurching against obvious sky. Alex's sandals skidded under mulch and pulled dark, staining dust onto his heels when he stopped swinging and let his skeleton be jammed by the earth. He lowered his head slightly. Tired, his body wanted to crouch and loosen. Delicate and alien, the seeds of trees who set these tunnels, leaves entropy, painful, a pause for oversaturation of him with intense breathing wounds, infinitely textured variants of near-death trembling. Winter rises and summer pours down, in the sunshine, half night already, crashing sideways between the picnic table slats. Summer snows down, a tragic light, everything lowered, becoming closer. Summer is the raw material for death. A happiness so calm it ostracizes the famished human wings. These sights of dream are so severe, flares of porcelain. God is now ineluctable and whole and famous. There bubbled up a valence of liquid crows made of painted torn air. Their wings slobbered a steady, barely conscious contortionism, the lewd hip, the minimum, its clinging to its ringed by God's trapped planet. In the creek sunlight where water was congregating, a white jury, death. Over the fence, death slit as if in a hard bread. Other mealworm fences beyond self-married secrecies of trees that snapped out God on the suede parking lot in its exit. There was the emptying, self-emptying light with teachers of light marching on it. Later at Call Hill, concave fallen bone with 8 crashes of tuft, round seed fiber on ochre green stalks not noticed in shadow, confusing benefits, and chains of leaf gesture at the chests of their own crawling forms like old stabbed brides. In a distant area, a state jointure heaven was covered by the outer layers of late sun. There heated a harvest, the blinked lines of low years trees withered threads, seeping in the mouth of the distance. An airbrushed impasse of twigs, the revolving door that vents beyond the charm of death through a tree with fruit, as if burning in oil with fruit. An orchard is depicted in cities. In suicide and snatches of waking, city gates reported through him, reported to a setting, officer, the locale opening. Asphyxiation with the glow mark, fatigue, centralization, freeway. White reality is itself in the depths. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. I'm not going to go back up there.
Okay.
We can hear you. There's, they show 2 or 3 improvisational music compositions with video in that room. So it's back to that room if you would like to see those. Thank you.